Hey movers, we're just showing up today together for some feel-good full body movement. Remember, if you are finding these videos useful, you can support me by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, leaving me a comment, and letting me know how things are going for you. So let's get started today in child's pose. We're gonna take a different variation of child's pose today. So I want you to weave that right arm underneath the left one and then just wiggle that left arm across you as well. So we're essentially just crossing the left arm over the right and then just softening the chin onto those arms there. You can close your eyes, find your breath, breathe space between the shoulder blades. Breathe space into the upper back. Try to soften your wrists and fingers. Let's inhale, reach the arms forward. Just take a breath. And as you exhale, we will switch. So we're crossing that right arm on top of the left one this time. Try to wiggle those fingertips as far away from the midline as you can. And then just rest the chin. Inhale, uncross the arms, reach them forward, just tent up onto the fingertips here to create a little more space and just surrender the mind down to the mat. One breath here. Inhale, let's shift forward into that 4-point position, our tabletop. Let's start to flow through cat-cows in your own time here. Inhale to arch. We will exhale to round. Bring awareness into the hands, into the fingertips, into those base knuckles. Remember to keep the arms nice and straight, firming in. Let's take one more. And inhale. Let's come back to center. We're going to take that left leg directly back behind you, ground down through the toes, and press that left heel down towards the mat as much as you possibly can. We're stretching into the calf. We'll add in a little wrist warm up here as well. So start to rock forward and back. Now start to engage the core. Draw the belly up and in. Float the left leg up off the ground. Keep the toes pointed down towards the mat. And you can just lift that leg about so that the ankle is in line with your hip. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift that leg up and over to your left side and just tap the toes down towards the mat. Inhale, we're going to lift up. Exhale, tap those toes. Inhale, lift up. One more time. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, set the entire left foot down. Once again, just aligning the ankle with your hip as best as you can and just rock forward and back from here. So opening that inner seam of that leg into the groin, into the hips. Inhale, meet me back in center. Float that left leg up off the mat once more. Sweep it all the way behind you so that it crosses over that other leg. Release that right arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, wrap it behind your back. Draw the belly, the ribs in, and really open across the chest. And release. Bring that right hand down, left knee down. Send that right leg back. We're just switching sides. Root that right heel down. Making this a little more dynamic now. Rock forward and back. Okay, start to activate the core. Float that right leg up off the ground. Keep the toes pointing down towards the mat. As you exhale, bring it out to the side. Tap the toes down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale and inhale. As you exhale, set the foot down. Breathe here and start to rock forward and back. All right, we're floating that right leg up off the ground one more time. This time, sweep it all the way behind you. Release that left arm up towards the sky, and as you exhale, wrap it behind your back. Draw the belly in. Open across that heart space. And release. Come back to center. Go ahead and just rock your hips as far as you can left and right. And we're going to take this right up into our downward facing dog. So check that your wrists are your shoulders distance, your knees are about your hips distance. Send the hips up and just lengthen everything out. Shake out the neck a little bit. Pedal those feet. Take a little scan through the body. Make sure awareness is in the hands. From the inner wrists all the way through the upper arms, we're firming in. And at the same time, find that balance between firming in and spreading across the shoulder blades. Belly ribs draw in, hips lift high, length down the backs of the legs. Maybe you bend the knees. On your next inhale, we're going to shift forward through our plank pose, and you can soften the knees down, or you can just lower in a chaturanga. We're coming all the way down onto the belly. Go ahead and untuck the toes. I'm just going to back up a little bit here. We're going to place the hands to the outsides of the mat and make sure that you tent up onto the fingertips, the elbows are facing up towards the ceiling, and that your wrists are a little bit in front of the shoulders and not directly at your sides. All right. Press down through the tops of the feet, engage the core, inhale, slowly peel the belly, the ribs, the chest, the neck and the head up. Option to take the arms straight, or you can keep them a little bent, and then exhale, slowly lower down. Just waving our cobra up and down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower down. One more time, inhale, rise. And exhale, lower down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Bend your left knee. Step it behind you. Step the ball of the foot behind you to lift up through the hips and the heart. For your wild thing. Exhale, lower on down. Roll back onto the tummy. Bend your right knee. Step the ball of the foot behind you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Back onto the tummy. One more time. Bend the left knee. Step it behind you. Lift up. Exhale. Ooh, my knees are cracking. Onto the belly. Bend your right knee. Lift up. And exhale onto the belly. Let's press back into either a child's pose to just counter those back bends, or you can meet me back in that downward facing dog. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out the mouth. All right, we're gonna inhale, take that right leg up towards the sky, point the toes. As you exhale, curl it in towards your nose so that the wrists are underneath the shoulders and you're pointing the toes and hugging the heel towards your bum. As you exhale, set the entire right shin down to the mat. We're gonna spin the back heel down flat and just reach that left arm up and over. Nice big side body stretch. Now, option to stay here, or you can float that left leg up off the ground, keeping the foot flexed. Once again, the ankle just stays in line with that hip. Exhale, curl the elbow to the knee. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, curl, find that balance. Keep pressing away from the ground. Inhale. One more time, exhale. And inhale. Exhale, hug that left knee in towards your chest, step forward and step wide into your lizard pose. So once you get there, you can move that right knee back and just find your variation of lizard. Breathe here. Any variation. I just uploaded not too long ago a video on different variations of lizard pose. So check that out if you feel like you want to freshen up and enliven your lizard. Let's inhale, slowly come up onto the palms. You can step it back, take it through your vinyasa, okay? So remember our options. You can rest in child's pose. You can take it right back to downward facing dog, or you can go ahead and take a vinyasa where you move through your chaturanga. Inhale, your variation of a back bend. Exhale, we will all meet in downward facing dog. 2 more breaths here. Recommit to that breath. Last one here. All right, inhale, left leg goes up, point those toes. As you exhale, curl it in. Make sure you shift forward into a plank-like position here and really press away. As you exhale, set the entire shin down, spin the back heel down flat, and we're opening that right arm up and overhead. Lengthen that right side body. Option to stay here, just stretch it out, or you can float that right leg up off the mat. Exhale, curl the elbow to the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Inhale. One more exhale. And inhale. Exhale, hug that right knee in towards your chest. Remember, we're stepping wide into your lizard variation. So maybe move that left knee back. Soften it down. Breathing here. Really using your breath to help you release any tension. Stay engaged through the center, through your core. Let's slowly make our way back through your movement choice, child's pose, chaturanga, or your downward facing dog. Meet me in down dog. We're breathing here 3 cycles. Let's exhale, bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat. Now, just bring your feet together. We're gonna practice some bunny hops here just for fun. So don't worry about how big or how small your hops are. Don't worry about how, high you can reach and kick up. Just take this for fun, okay? But you're gonna look forward and try to kick your heels towards your bum and make sure you point those toes. Okay, let's go for 5. Once again, it doesn't matter, okay, what it looks like. Once you take 5, okay, land back down in that bent knee, down dog position, and this time we're gonna hop into our malasana. Heels in, toes out, feet wide. Into your little yogi squat, and then we're gonna rock a little bit side to side here, just warming up the hips. And then let's find a moment of stillness. You can bring your hands together at your heart center. Take any variation of malasana that feels good for you. You don't have to place the heels all the way down. Remember, you can keep them lifted. You can roll the mat. You can place a rolled up blanket underneath your heels. Wherever you are, squeeze your glutes. If your feet are down, press into the outer edges of the feet. Lift up through the belly. Lift up through the crown of the head. Now, with or without your hands, see if you can lower all the way down to the mat, and we're just going to take the legs directly out in front of you. Flex those feet, keep the feet about hips distance apart. We're almost there. We're just going to take a forward fold, take a deep breath in, reach up. As you exhale, lengthen forward any amount. Try to keep that spine as long as possible. If you have a strap or even a towel or like a t-shirt at home, you can always wrap it around the soles of the feet. Give yourself a little grip here. Last breath here. Inhale. Let's slowly ease our way up. We are going down onto our back body. Just hug the knees in towards your chest. You can rock a little bit. You can circle the knees. And go ahead and take any other movement that your body really needs today in order to close this practice. Maybe it's a happy baby, maybe it's a twist. And then we'll stretch our legs all the way down to the mat, coming into our final relaxation here, coming into Shavasana. Allow your feet, allow your hands to relax. Relax your eyes back into their sockets. Allow the body to melt and just surrender down into the earth. Commend yourself for showing up for you. Practicing a little feel-good motion. Give yourself permission to let go. And resting here in your well-deserved Shavasana for as long as it feels good. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.